Matic. Big picture view of Matic. I'm going to put on my Harry Potter cloak. This is target number one for a bear market target if Bitcoin could separate from traditional markets when my magic line on NASDAQ futures is hit, which I've been referring to line A. That's it if Bitcoin could separate. And that is probably going to happen somewhere around November. If Bitcoin cannot separate, then you're easily looking at 10 cents, okay, just after the new year, after you get a tax sell-off. So just realize Matic's up at 81 cents now, all right? And if you doubt me, and if you're looking at me and you're about ready to make a comment like you're out of your mind, okay, for the recording, so not streaming people, but for the recording, click this video right freaking here. That's what people told me when I said, wait to buy Solana until it's under $30. And I said that when it was zooming up to 150, even anticipating it was getting ready to zoom up to 150. And I even said it could go up to 150 and it's still going under $30. And people thought I was crazy. So watch that video. It's only 90 seconds long, right, for the recording. That's where this Matic is going there. Doesn't matter, Disney, this and that. Doesn't matter. It's extremely likely. And am I guaranteed to be right? No. But I have a very damn high probability of being correct. That one of those two or lower will be hit in this bear market. This one's around November. This one's around February. I don't know when the market will start capitulating, but it's probably going to start heating up to the downside soon. It could be September. Yeah, it could be all September and October and November. It could be 3 months of straight blood. It could be really, really nasty here. All right, so that is long-term analysis. Okay? You might think I'm crazy, especially if you love Matic and you're holding it at a loss. It hurts for me to tell you this, I know. But just realize that I'm probably right. And if you're holding it, don't allow the bias of holding this at a 50% loss or whenever you bought it from back here. Don't allow that to misguide you. That's a strong feeling, I know. And I see it in comments, and I've been there. I was there in 2018. I held shit all the way down too. That's why I'm trying to show you, all right? All right, now we're going to zoom into this and realize that this origin line is about ready to be broken. So even though Matic has been hot, that hotness looks like it's about ready to end. All right, and it's gonna take a big poo. So let's dive into that part. I'm going to go down to the 30-minute chart, and let me see what I had on my chart prior here. I must have been looking at real small candles there. I'm going to have to go to the 1 hour chart. So by September 8th, it's extremely likely that Matic will be below 80 cents. But it might hold on. So even if Bitcoin goes down to, if Bitcoin goes to 17.5, then Matic's, then Matic's coming down to here. I mean, it's going to drop down to 65 cents. But if Bitcoin can hold on for a while, then, so it's an if-then statement. If Bitcoin doesn't tank before this date here, which is the end of the first week of September, so September 7th, September 8th, as these horizontal and this crosses. But you probably have the weekly 10. So I'm going to try to tell you what to throw on your chart. The weekly 10. So honestly, it's the weekly 10, this horizontal. So you have three things in play right now. You have the weekly 10 EMA, which is right now resistance. So let's go down to the 3-minute candles. Look. See how price is respecting this red line? This is what the algos are playing. It's all about the weekly 10. So your main tool for knowing what Matic price, can do over the next 1 minute or hour or day, it's going to be a you're going to base that off its relationship to the weekly 10 until it separates from it. But right now it's playing with it. So throw on the weekly 10. And again, I'm on the 3-minute chart, still looking at the weekly 10 because I'm using the indicator called MTF EMA. And I have somebody who's been asking me, they can't pull up the same one. I have a VIP who's been telling me there's a better way to do it, and I will try to let YouTube know. Well, should I? Yeah, I'll let at least the YouTube tiers know about it, how to do that. And probably all of YouTube, because I keep stressing, please use it. So I have so use an MTF EMA indicator so that you can have this red line on here with very, very small candles. But just to prove to you, that's what's in play. That's your number one tool for Matic price for now. Your next big tool that you need on your chart for Matic is this horizontal right here. And I will label both the top and the bottom. Make a blue box. Actually, you can pick a color. I don't care what color you make it, but just please make your freaking box here. Make a horizontal box, roughly 796 to 789. That's your next tool. All right. You only need 3. I'm almost done. And I promise you, if you follow these steps, you're going to get price right on Matic so hard. So freaking hard, you're going to get it right. So I will go to July. I'm going to give you coordinates. I'll make the coordinates from July 1st to current. So you're going to want to make an ascending line starting on July 1st at 0000 hours, New York time. So depending on your time zone, let's go right. So I'm doing it July 1st, 0000 New York time. The coordinates of this origin line right there at that exact moment is 563. Actually, why is this so damn small? That's not what she said. All right. All right. That was kind of funny. On that date, 563, then drag another line up to September 1st at 0000 hours New York time. So if you're in Britain doing this, then you're going to want it at 0500 hours, right? Because I think you're 5 hours ahead on September 1st, 0500 hours. But September 1st at this level here, 764. All right. And then after you get that, then you could drag it farther, right? And farther that way if you want to. Okay. Those are the 3 tools you need. And so whatever is going to happen here. So look, what's going to happen is this. It's very likely this weekly 10 continues to be as resistance and it shoves it below both the origin line and this horizontal. And that's when it accelerates to the downside. I'm telling you, that's probably exactly what's going to happen. But until then, price can really dance around and there's a lot of tradable stuff. Like prices up here, look, I mean, that's a 5% range in both directions. That's tradable. So if price in the meantime were to come down, and Bitcoin isn't going down crazy, but this comes down to this origin line that you've now drawn, hopefully, then you can realize that it's probably going to get some type of bounce. But when it does, you're going to have overhead resistance exactly at 789 and exactly at 796. And you're probably going to make a higher low as this weekly 10 comes down on it. And then once it gets trapped under the weekly 10 and price goes below this origin line and the blue line, then it's over. It's getting ready to tank. That's literally how it'll move. Save the situation where Bitcoin just dives down to 17.5. Well, then Matic will do something more like this. It'll go down, try to recover like this, and then it'll get squeezed down. Right? But if Bitcoin can hold steady until September 7th, 8th, September 7th to the 8th, roughly the first week into the second week, then what I first drew is likely how it's going to play out. And I guess technically it would have permission in that time too, before here, to actually come up and test this area. So you might throw on this one too. So if it goes as high as 87, 872, it's probably going to get rejected. Like extremely likely. Because I don't think Bitcoin's getting ready to go up. But I don't think it's going to go up that high. I think the weekly 10, it's going to stay here. And that's going to drive it down. When it falls, you don't have permission to bounce until 65 cents. It'll go straight there. And it'll actually probably go lower than 65 cents. It'll probably hit 62.5. It'll hit 624 and then bounce on top of 650 and try to make a lower high. So it'll actually probably hit this target, then get on top of 65. That's probably how it'll move. But it will move straight here once that move is initiated down. And that is your long-term time frames, midterm, and short-term. And I gave you the 3 exact tools you need. Take the time to draw it if you're a Matic fan, because I'm telling you, it's going to help you get price right and understand what's happening at any snapshot in time, any moment of what's happening with the price. And again, for people watching the recording, not live stream people, click this video right here if you haven't watched my Bitcoin video, and if you want to check out Ethereum and why altcoin dominance is creating some hot alts to be really finicky, go ahead and click this video right here for the Ethereum chart, and we will see you next time.